make Lebanese gay or my pet llama. But it was so clearly a joke.
Hey guys, I hope my mic is picking this up correctly. So, I didn't really have a plan about what I was going to film, but I felt like I really needed to put something out into the world creatively today. I felt it yesterday, but I couldn't think of anything to film. So today, I just wanted to talk about why I decided to join YouTube, why I do what I do, because every rhyme has its reason, and I wanted to talk about why I think that so many people are limiting themselves. So I think we start with why I started filming for YouTube. So a lot of my longtime friends will probably know that, like, this is the reason, because I don't tell many people this. I kind of just started it, no rhyme, no reason, but I have a reason. So I hope you guys like Trish. I brought Trish to supervise and Mr. Talkative, but I really started filming because basically I dated this guy for 2 years. Thought he was like the love of my life. Um, thought he was the love of my life, and then he dumped me. He did me so dirty when he dumped me, and it's like I still love him. I still have so much love. I'm not gonna go in detail on what happened, because it's personal. It's still like kind of fresh. It happened a few months ago, but he dumped me. And so after that, I didn't really have anyone to tell my life to and what was happening with me and just like what I was up to. And so I started just talking to my friends about it, specifically Sahil. Shout out you. And then I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if you're watching this, but all of the advice he gave me just felt really insensitive. And, it might not have been what I wanted to hear, but it also was something that I didn't need to hear at the time. And he's still a great friend. It's just, I would not go to him for advice again. And I guess after that, I kind of moved on to talking to my friend Will. And I don't know if I have any pictures of him. If I do, I'll put it here. But, then I started talking to him about it. And he to this day gives me pretty good advice about it. And I enjoy talking to him. He's cool. And he gives solid advice. Like, really good advice. I still talk to him. I still get advice from him to this day. He's really funny, whatever. He's cool. I enjoy hanging out with him. He's really the only friend I will take advice from. Probably other than Max. Shout out you. And so I would talk to him about it, but talking about my feelings and stuff didn't feel the same as being able to share my life with somebody and share my experiences with somebody and be able to talk about, what I was doing, what was up with me, you know, with somebody that would like listen, that like voluntarily wants to listen to me. And so it kind of hurt. So then one day I was like, oh, you know, why don't I like film something? Like, why don't I just talk to the camera? Why don't I record myself? And I loved it. I really did. So I had my podcast for a little bit. Still post on it sometimes. I love you, podcasts. My OG fans, the podcasters, you're wonderful. But started filming for YouTube. I enjoy it so much more because I'm not limited on time. I film what I want, and it's just overall a good time. And so that's really the reason I started uploading. I guess partly the other reason is like ever since I was little, like I grew up on shows like, Liv and Maddie, like Hannah Montana, Zoe 101, stuff like that. And so it's like I've kind of always just had this idea in my head that I want to be famous, even if it's like micro celebrity kind of famous. Like I want to be known. And it just like I want to be able to put myself out there, creatively and put my work into the universe and be like, "Oh, like I did that. Like I'm known for this. People know me for this." And so this is kind of like a passion project. Ew. So this is kind of just like, like I'm putting my life out there for other people to see. I'm trying to give advice. I'm trying to like share my experiences in case it helps someone or you find me entertaining. Just like putting myself out there. And it's helped me a lot emotionally, like socially. Yeah, like I feel so much more confident just putting my stuff out there. I feel so much more happy and like just in charge of my own life, knowing that I get to talk about my experiences and, stuff I want to talk about and stuff I'm interested in. And I really hope that you guys are enjoying it too. Um, I love you guys. I really do. Because honestly, if I had no watchers, like at all, I probably would never post again. Like if I just completely flopped. But that's bad. Don't think like that. That's a bad mentality. I'm trying to get over it right now. You need to be able to put stuff out there and not expect people to see it and not expect people to just instantly gravitate towards you. You have to work towards stuff like that. I think branching off of that, we talk about like, you know, how physically, mentally, you're limiting yourself to opportunities, to the world, to things that could happen. And I think a lot of it really stems from the fear of being cringe. I feel like after quarantine, after like 2020, people were afraid to express themselves again. And that held me back for a really long time. Being scared of being seen as cringe, being scared is not like to not be liked by everyone. But it's like you really have to think about it. Like, do you want to be liked by everyone because you don't even like everyone? And I really hope that you guys take that to heart because why would you want to be liked by someone that you don't really care about? Because if you are like, oh, this girl is so mean, like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But what if she thinks I'm cringe? What if she thinks I'm ugly? What if she thinks I'm embarrassing? Don't be afraid to be ugly. Okay? I think that you have to think about it as like, if you don't put yourself out there, you're not going to accomplish anything. Anything that you would be proud of that you did. You every accomplishment takes a little bit of risk. There's risk in everything that you could accomplish. And it's like you can't feed a mouth that's not open. It's so hard to feel a sense of accomplishment when you have no work, you have nothing to show for it. And I think it really just goes back to people being scared of being seen as embarrassing or cringe. And it's like, I don't know, you really can't be scared of it. People are going to make fun of you. People are going to hate you for everything that you do. So you might as well do it anyway because there is your niche. You're going to find your niche. You're going to find people who want to see what you're doing, who want to see your accomplishments. You can't be everyone's niche. You can't. It's impossible. And it's like, I spent so long wanting to fit in. I went through my phases. I went through my little Visco phase, did my emo phase. And now I'm kind of just doing my own thing. Kind of just dressing how I want, doing what I think is fun, listening to what I want to listen to, dressing how I dress, doing my makeup, everything. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure there are people that I go to school with that think I'm ugly. Okay? I don't know them. They don't know me. There's people at my school that I think are ugly. But I don't know them on a deeper level. I can't say that. I can't there are some people I know that on a deeper level are ugly, that are ugly people and have ugly hearts. But it's like, surface level, if people are gonna look at you and be like, oh, you're cringe, you're embarrassing, like whatever, okay, I'm happy. And it's just like, I feel like people who are seen as cringe are so much happier and so much freer because there's nothing they really have to conform to like that. Like people who are super judgy, who don't want to just let people do what they want to do. And I think it's like, as long as you're not doing something harmful to yourself or to others or to the environment, if you're happy, like if you're having a good time, you're having a good time, and you can't let someone take that from you. Okay, because when I dressed super alt, super like 2020 alt, like, oh my god, yeah, I was a loser in 8th grade. I was such a loser in 8th grade, but I had so much fun. I had so much fun in 8th grade, even though it was kind of horrific. And I was not cute. I was so like ugly. I did not know how to dress, whatever. I was happy. I had so much fun. And I like how I dress now. I might not in 10 years, but I'm having fun right now. So why would I worry about what future me thinks, what past me would think of? Oh, do I look cringe? Do I look ugly? Like whatever. And I wear a full face of makeup to school every day, and it's because I like how it looks. Not everyone does that. Not everyone wants to do that, and I get it because it takes forever. But it's like, you know, again, like I said in my first video, like you are stuck in your body for the rest of your life. So why would you try to make it to where other people like it when you're the one stuck with it for the rest of your life, not them? You know? You have to appeal to the masses, and the masses is you. Yourself, you're your own universe. You're at the center of your own solar system. So why would you not want to decorate that solar system exactly how you want? Like going off of that, like off of it's your universe, you need to live in it the way that you want it to look. You need to make it the way you want it to look. You have to kind of imagine, you know, there's so many different designers, different fashion designers in the world, and it's because one designer cannot make clothes that every single person will like. Everybody has their taste, and it's like, yeah, you might not be someone's taste, even if you really, really want to be. You can't change their taste buds. You can't change what they want. So why would you? Why would you change yourself for that? You shouldn't change your taste for somebody else's. And it's like, I guess, like, for an example, 8th grade, super cringe, super happy, but also like crazy ED. I wanted to be so skinny so bad because I think 6th grade was the heaviest I've ever been, literally 140 pounds, nothing crazy. Um, but I wanted to be skinny so bad, so much skinnier than I was. So 8th grade, stopped eating, you know, it made me angrier. It made me not as much fun to be around. And it's like, if you focus on not eating and not enjoying what is around you, you're gonna starve. Like, you can't enjoy life through restriction. You have to be able to live healthily. Healthily, let's put that out there. Um, but it's like you have to live. You can't restrict yourself forever because if you keep restricting yourself, you are gonna become insatiable. You're gonna be insatiable. And it's like, if you could fix this hunger, right now, then do it. You know, you don't being insatiable, you're never gonna be satisfied. You're never gonna be happy with no matter what happens to you because you've denied it from yourself for so long. And it's like I was kind of scared to start, filming myself, talking to the camera, posting it, whatever, because I was more scared of failure and embarrassment, and you really can't let failure and embarrassment ruin your life because nothing would happen if you did. Okay, it's okay to be embarrassed, and embarrassment doesn't even really exist if you don't let it. Okay? You might do something dumb, you might make a mistake, whatever. Learning, it's a learning process, don't be embarrassed. It happens. I've made so many mistakes. I literally could not even count them on my hands and toes. And so it's like you can't really be afraid of embarrassment and still expect to have fun because risk, 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 risk. You gotta risk everything. You gotta have so much fun because life is short. Life is short and death is super long. And so it's like live, have that cheeseburger boo, like go bungee jumping, go skydiving, go ask that guy for his number, go talk to that girl that you want to be friends with, go talk to that girl that you want to talk to. And it's like, stop being scared of rejection, stop being scared of failure, because even if you fail, yeah, there might be consequences, but you know, at least you can say that you tried. You're not going to be like those guys who are like, oh, I thought about buying you flowers, I thought about taking you here. No, I did it. I did it and it failed, but I still tried. I still did it. And it's like, you probably hear that from everyone in your life ever, but I'm telling you, like, that is real advice. Like, yeah, like, I tried and I didn't succeed, but now I know this method doesn't work, or now I know that at least I did it, at least I tried to do it, at least I tried to accomplish something. Because after trial and trial and trial, there's a success. There will eventually be a success as long as you're not doing the same thing over and over and over again. You have to branch out. If you want to meet new people, if you want opportunity, branch out. Like, that's what it is. Simple, straight up, like, out there. You just have to be you. You have to be unapologetically you. As long as you're kind, don't be a horrible person. But it's like what else are you gonna do? You're stuck you're you for the rest of your life, and you can change yourself as much as you want. But it all comes back to, are you gonna put yourself out there? Are you gonna branch out? Are you gonna set yourself up for opportunity? Or are you gonna sit back and be a loser and expect everything to come to you? You know? You gotta put yourself out there or nothing will happen. Speaking from experience, okay? Because I have wanted, recognition. I've wanted a position. I've wanted a platform for a long time. And I only recently actually committed to it because I took my own advice. And, I realized if I want this to happen for me, I have to do it myself, because no one is going to come up and just make me famous. No one is going to come up and just make me the next big thing. I have to do that myself. I have to figure out how to do that, you know, by myself. No one else knows exactly what I want. No one knows you better than yourself. And you have to run with that. You have to figure that out. But it's like, it's hard. I know that it's hard and it's not linear. Success isn't linear. There are going to be back steps, there's going to be loop de loops, chutes and ladders, everything, snakes. Keep going. Keep trying. Okay, guys. I think that that's all I'm going to put out for today. That's all I'm going to film. But I really hope that I help at least one of you, with your dreams, with your ambitions, with whatever you need help doing. And I hope that you have a really good night and such a good day. And I hope that if you needed a sign to do something ambitious and you have this ambition, this is your sign to do it. And I hope that seeing this made your day a little better. Okay, I love you.